Well, thank you. Turkey is not immune to global trade fragmentation, but we are relatively less vulnerable. The reason for that is 62% of our exports are destined to countries where we have free trade agreements, and that provides a rule-based trading framework. Also, roughly about 80-85% of Turkish exports are to, free trade agreement countries plus immediate neighborhood where we are close geographically, but also where we have, friend-shoring, near-shoring aspects. So in that sense, we are less vulnerable. Having said that, there are indirect impact of trade fragmentation on Turkey. We are deploying fiscal policy to address some of these dislocations. For example, some of the labor-intensive industries, such as ready-wear, furniture, those are affected by low-wage competition from the neighborhood, but also from Asia. We're helping them in terms of relocation, but also helping them deal with it. We're upskilling, reskilling, employees. This is very important for us. Turkey has, if you look at total, exports, goods exports is about $270 billion. But if you look at services exports, it's a very large services export, almost as much as 50% of goods exports. Services exports is where we have huge advantage. In tourism, Turkey is number 4 in the world. In medical tourism, again, we are among the top 10. And education tourism, medical tourism. In fact, Turkey is one of the world's leading drama exporters, meaning Turkish soap operas. So our both services and goods export base is pretty well diversified. And services exports make up about 10% of GDP. We also deploy industrial policy to help Turkey move up the value chain. So we've identified high-tech areas that we think we have an advantage, and we are now supporting those sectors, including semiconductors, mobility, green tech, agri-tech, health tech. So in many areas, advanced manufacturing, robotics. So as government, we're providing resources to both local and international companies to help invest in Turkey and help move Turkey up the value chain. Well, first of all, the policy mix is geared towards disinflation. We have tight monetary policy, tight fiscal policy, and supportive incomes policies. So those policies will remain the backbone of disinflationary efforts. Having said that, on the top of it, there are areas where we need supply-side measures, such as boosting housing supply to help deal with rent inflation, rule-based pricing framework for education. So we are also investing heavily in irrigation and also, increasing the size of farms to help improve productivity and scale. So on one hand, it's policy mix. On the other hand, it's supply-side measures towards housing, towards food output. Well, first of all, Qatar and Turkey enjoy excellent political relations. And, we're also trying to leverage these excellent political relations in converting to deeper and broader trade, investments, and overall economic ties. In terms of sectors, I would say technology, and that includes, of course, AI. That includes defense. That includes many other, parts of tech space. Another area is energy. Turkey is pushing aggressively for green transition, and we want Qatar to be part of that. But also we are diversifying our, energy suppliers. So I think there is scope in the future for Qatari LNG, for Turkish markets. Another area is food supply security and overall agriculture sector. Turkey is one of the top 10, world agriculture economies and among the leading ones in Europe. So I think there are huge investment opportunities there as well. As you know, Turkish economy is highly diversified. So many sectors are well represented when it comes to economic activity. In the past, there was mostly interest in property development, in, let's say, hospitality business. But I think going forward, the focus is likely to be more on technology, energy, and agriculture. Well, Qatar and Turkey's economies are they are complementary. I've in the past suggested that, if we could have a free trade agreement, which we are pushing for it with GCC countries, I think it would help Qatar. Why? Because then Qatar can market manufacturing in Qatar with a view that it has access to a large market like Turkey. Because Turkish economy is now the 16th largest in the world at $1.6 trillion. On a purchasing power parity basis, Turkish economy is 11th largest at $3.8 trillion. So what I'm suggesting is that if we can sign a free trade agreement with the region, it would make Qatar a more attractive destination for investments by Turkish manufacturers, not only bilaterally, but also to other destinations. So that's number one. Number two, I think already we enjoy, as I said earlier, excellent political and economic relations. I think there is room to cooperate in many industries. We could help Qatar diversify away from energy dependency, natural gas dependency. We could also provide Qatar, with resources to help move up the value chain in services exports. For example, our tourism season usually starts in May, June, and lasts through October. Your tourism season starts usually either in October, November, and it lasts through May. So there are a lot of complementarities where Turkish tour operators could bring in tourists, Turkish hoteliers could be involved in development and management. Even in terms of human resources, Turkey and Qatar could cooperate. So I would say that there is huge upside in Turkey, Qatar, economic, trade, investment relationship.